This recording will step through the private wealth approval process flows and also the delegation and proxy flows. The flow setup looks as you see on the screen. So I've got an org chart that starts with Tracy Allen, who's a user in the private wealth group. Her manager is Carrie Lane. Anita Kennedy would be the senior VP or VP of finance. And then William Taylor is the CEO. You've asked for 4 requisition process flows from in your demo scripts. On the left-hand side, you can see the purchase rec number, the dollar amount for each one, which falls within the various thresholds that you've specified, and then the approval process. One thing to note, the very last scenario I'm going to walk through, I'm going to have that go from the user directly to the CEO for approval, just to demonstrate the flexibility. So you've got the ability to set, no approvals. You could step through a series, as you'll see with the third flow, or you can skip and go directly to any level within the approval process flow. So let's go ahead and take a look at the software. I'm logged in right now as the user, Tracy Allen. And we go to procurement, open up to look at purchase order requisitions. And in here you can see the 4 requisitions that I've entered that have the different threshold amounts for you. If we open up the first one, you see the approved status, and this one fell below the minimum threshold for review. So it was automatically approved by the system, and a purchase order was automatically generated, linked directly to the requisition. And by clicking on the link within that requisition form, you can get directly to the PO and see what was transmitted to the supplier. Purchase orders can be sent through email. You could, those could be sent via a portal if you wanted to use the Oracle portal. And that allows for direct communication between you and your supplier. So here we're looking at, this is the purchase order header. You can see the dollar amount that was ordered. The tax was automatically calculated for you. It ties back directly to the original requisition. The terms and conditions will be automatically applied to the document. And then down below, you've got the individual line items or the individual services that you've procured. You could have, let's say, for one contractor, one supplier, building services, lawn maintenance, etc. And those would just simply show up as different lines on the purchase order. If we go back to the requisitioning screen that Tracy had, here's the second order that falls within the first threshold level. It was for $16.50. It has a status that shows it is pending approval. And I'm going to click on that link here, and it's going to show you the chain that it walks through. So the receivables manager, Tracy, had created the purchase order, and it's now sitting in the queue for Carrie Lane. It's been assigned to him. Let's go back. Let's take a look at this third level. This is hitting the second threshold, also sitting at a pending approval status. And I could click either one of these links, and you're going to see this one being assigned to Carrie, and also to, next step, to Anita Kennedy. It's currently assigned to Carrie Lane. So let's go ahead and take a look at Carrie's work queue, approve that requisition, and then we'll take a look at Anita Kennedy. I've now switched users in the system, and I'm looking at Carrie Lane's homepage. If you remember, these are all the areas that he's got access to as the controller of the company. And here is his work list right here. So if we click that, you're going to see the list of all the orders that are awaiting his approval. He's got a little bit of work to do here. Here is that first document, and you can notice that we can either click the links to open up the requisitions, or we could take access directly from the work list. Let's take a look at requisition 203914. This one falls, it's $115,000. It falls within that second level of threshold. I've opened up the details of the requisition. If I look at the additional information that's available, I could see any kind of changes that have been made here. The link will take me directly to it. We can make comments back and forth. So Tracy could have made comments here. Carrie could make additional comments here if you wanted to add anything. And you can also review attachments. So if there's any kind of drawing or specifications that you want to include with this requisition, it can be attached directly to the document. So here I could actually approve this requisition here. And the next step that we'll see is now we're going to go take a look. We're going to sign on as Anita, and we'll see that the requisition has passed through Carrie and it's being forwarded on to Anita for her approval. Now we're looking at the homepage of the CFO, Anita Kennedy, and we're going to take a look at her task list. If we open that up, you can see now that this requisition 203914 is ready for her approval. So just like Carrie, she can open up the requisition, review the included information, make comments, whether she wants to approve or not, and then can take action here. So we'll go ahead and approve that. And the next thing I want to do is I'd like to go back and take a look and see what Tracy sees. When Tracy logs back into her requisition dashboard, she can see the open requisitions and the status. So we've just walked through the multiple steps to approve the requisition 203914 that fell within the second threshold level. It's been approved, and she will have notifications as well. So she can see it in her dashboard, and she can also see the steps that were taken to approve. So here's the latest notification. It's been approved in final. If we look at this purchase requisition, I'm going to open that up. You'll see that once Anita approved that requisition, the purchase order number was automatically assigned to it. So once again, we can click directly into that PO, right, and see the original requisition that started the whole process and the line item details. A PDF can be generated. I'll open that up for you so that you can see that. Again, Oracle Cloud comes with an authoring tool that will allow you to put your logos on it. You get pixel perfect document creation that comes automatically with it. This can be used for orders. This can be used for invoices, etc.